Hey, it's Matt here from Crock Community. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you how to do a crock pot frozen white chicken chili. It's very simple. It goes right in the freezer. You can pull it out anytime. It'll be ready for dinner in 8 hours or less, probably 6 hours chicken. Okay, to make a freezer-friendly crock pot white chicken chili, there's not a whole lot of ingredients involved. The chicken, which we're not even going to cook, it's going to actually go right in the bag, and no really any prep at all. You can cut like a little bit of this fat off in here, but I get boneless, skinless. It's already trimmed down, so there's not a whole lot of work I have to do with it. Besides that, we have our onions. Really, we're doing white chicken chili, so everything should be white. So we're using yellow onions, Great Northern white beans. I used green and yellow peppers instead of the red. Chili seasoning, I made it myself. And then chicken broth, which is clear. It's really, chili is not white at all. It's got tomato paste, tomato sauce, and then chili seasoning, which changes the color. This will also not be super clear, but it is made with chicken broth, and there's a lot of white ingredients. But the chili seasoning, and I have one magic ingredient I use, which is fire roasted tomatoes, which I think adds great flavor, but also does change the color. So here's how we do the recipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my vacuum seal bag and put it in its clip holders, which kind of keeps it open. So everything that I use will slide right into that. See how that goes in like that? And it kind of keeps the bag open. If you're interested in purchasing these, I got these from Amazon. I think they were like $2 or $3. I'll provide the link below as well. And so you just have it open, and we can, since we're not doing much with the chicken, we're just going to slide it right in there from the beginning. Alright, so we melted some butter here. We're going to add our onions. A little bit of onions, about one small onion. And our yellow pepper. We'll let that sizzle down. Maybe cook for about a couple minutes, just so the onions are translucent. Alright, so now the onions are translucent. You can see there, they've been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes now. I want to add a little flour here, and that's going to go right on top of the onions and peppers. And with the butter and the flour, and it's going to make a nice little roux and thickening agent. And mix it together. The key is when you're doing any frozen crock pot meal, you kind of want to make it like a thick sauce, because it will break down as it cooks. I think I'm going to add a little more flour than that. Again, you'll find all the ingredients on my website and proportions. And you see it's already getting thicker. And now I'm just going to add the chicken broth. Like I said, I use homemade chicken broth, but you can use this canned chicken broth, it's fine. Love hearing that sizzle. You're going to let this thicken up. So it will come to a boil. As it boils, it will thicken up. I like to mix it all in first. Give it a couple minutes. Alright, so now that you see that it's thickening up and boiling, see how nice and thick that is? I'm going to add in our can of fire roasted tomatoes. Mix that in. See how it is changing the color a little bit. It's going to make it more of like a pinkish color. But it's going to taste really good. We're going to add in our chili seasoning. Again, the ingredients and the amounts will be on my website. Feel free to check it out on the link below. And mix that in. And the actual chili, the actual chicken itself is not going to get cooked at all. The crock pot's going to do its job, cook it slowly, and then you're just going to shred it apart right before you're ready to eat. You know, a nice, delicious white chicken chili. The last thing we're going to add in is the beans, white pinto beans. And I put them at the end. They don't have to cook at all. I'm sorry, these are northern beans, not pinto beans. About a can of them. Mix them up. This chili is just about ready to go. Let's take a look. Zoom in on that. Alright, so I allowed my chili mix to cool down a little bit. I didn't want to put it in the bag piping hot. And I'm going to take a couple scoops, pour it right on top of the raw chicken. And then just seal it up. So I sealed it up with my vacuum sealer. This should last a good 2-3 months. I mean, it won't last that long in my house. But I also have this printable PDF form where I'm going to staple it on there. It tells me my ingredients, when I made it, the directions for cooking it. If you're interested in this form, check out my website. You can download it, sign up, and you can download it for free. And you can, put it on all your frozen crock pot meals. So this one's going to go in the freezer. Probably have it a couple weeks down the line. Thanks for watching my video, and I hope you see a couple more in the future.